Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is October 2022. So, naturally, we're taking a look back at what happened in September 2022 and where we sit year to date in the real estate market in Ottawa for the first 3 quarters. Obviously, if you're liking what you're seeing, feel free to click the like button. You can subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on all of the information as well as new listings before they hit the market, and share this with somebody who you think might be interested in what's going on in the real estate market in Ottawa. Of course, it is October, so I'm in my classic pumpkin patch attire, but let's just break it down and get right into it. For the month of September, we sold a total of 1,080 properties, a decrease of 32.5% from last year. But the average price has slightly gone up, 644, 161. The inventory is a lot more. We've got a ton more inventory, but only slightly more inventory than August 2022. In terms of where we're sitting at the absorption rate, we're looking at a total of about 3 months worth of inventory. Still a seller's market until we get to 4 months worth of inventory. Stuff, if it's priced right, is still selling quickly. Year to date, we're sitting at 21% less property sold total, residential and condo combined, but the average price is up by 8.8%. The average price of the home condo went up for the first time in the last 5 months. It went up by $9,000 month over month. The last 5 months, going back for Q2 essentially, as well as Q3, we were going down by 10,000 last month, 45,000 the month before that, 30,000 the month before that, and 20,000 the month before that. So it looks like we've sort of hit this trough and a new benchmark price point, which is about $100,000 below the absolute peak. The rate announcement might have a further negative effect, but we're now seeing similar price points as next year. So we'll keep our eye to the on what's going on. Breaking down into the residential side, you can see the number of sales there, 34% less, sitting at 816. The average price of a residential property only up by 0.5%. Keep that in mind as we look towards the condo side. We've got a ton more residential properties available for sale, 73.5% more. But if you notice, again, September 2022 to August 2022, not a huge jump in terms of available properties, only 100 more residential properties. 3.1 months of inventory, so it is still a seller's market, although we are trending towards more of a balanced market. Year to date on the residential side, you can see we've sold 22% less properties year to date. And however, the average price has gone up by 9.4% in the residential market in Ottawa. And again, the residential prices only went down by $1,000 after much larger reductions. I think we'd seen about $150,000 worth of price reductions over the last 2 quarters. And even with the rate announcement, it seems that the low price benchmark has sort of been achieved. Sellers they're not willing to sell below a certain price, and buyers are unwilling to pay more. So as a result, we're actually seeing less sales happening. And this has been sort of the trend so far this year. In the condo world, shifting gears a little bit, you can see the average, the total number of sales in September has gone down by 26.9%, sitting at 264 sales, but the average price has gone up by 6%. It's actually 450, just shy of 451, the average price of a condo. Now, it's interesting to note that number is about $29,000 than it was last month. So condo sales are really creeping up. You can see the amount of inventory there. We've got 27.6% more inventory. Not as huge a gap, a jump in terms of inventory on the condo side. Of course, condos typically account for about 1/4 of the overall total sales in Ottawa. And on the inventory side compared to sales, which is again what we call the absorption rate, we're looking at 2.7 months worth of inventory. So it is still a seller's market, just not as strong as it had been in the past. On the condo side, year to date, we're sitting at a total number of sales down by 17.9%. So again, there's less sales happening. But the average price up to 457 versus at this point last year 421, an 8.6% increase. And like I said before, the condo segment saw a $29,000 increase in average prices month over month. These last 6 months have not been as hard on the condo segment as the residential segment. I think a lot of people were would-be residential buyers sort of got bumped down into having to buy a condo because that's all that they were able to afford. So if you'd like to have a conversation about what all this means to you, feel free to click on the Calendly link below and we can schedule a direct appointment. And as I said before, please like this video. It helps with the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with new listings before they hit the market, and share this with somebody who might be interested in what's going on in the real estate market in Ottawa. As always, feel free to give a call as well. I love to talk on the phone. The phone number 1-888-REAL585. And until then, keep it real, collective.